Hello everybody, my name is Asanobia. Today I'm going to talk about business continuity. Business continuity is the ability of an organization to continue to function under a critical or adverse situation. Business continuity means to minimize the areas of risks wherein your organization, your company, your ministry are of high risks in your company, that they are vulnerable by identifying the risks or the factors and take a steps to reduce that vulnerability. Vulnerability means the impact or the risks, the threats they are about to face. Then these identifying your business or likely risk factors and understanding their potential points of failure for a particular environment or business location or systems or events which could affect the company or organization to operate appropriately. This basically means that there are a lot of factors that can affect your business in terms of environment and the locations and disaster. So you are prone to facing all of these adverse effects. Most companies might face in this one. So what are the preparation? So the BCM, which is the business continuity management, are put in the measures how you can face in some of these problems and which are the standard and the regulation they are going to face in terms of this situation wherein your company is facing adverse or they are prone to facing adverse effects. We're talking about standard and regulatory systems, right? The International Organization for Standardize, that is the ISO, the International Organization for Standardizations, has placed two sets of guidelines for the business continuity management. For instance, this ISO, the International Organization for Standardize, have put in a measures wherein they put in place two documentations how they can solve some of this problem in business continuity, how business can function even if they are facing high risks and high problem, how they can put mechanism. The first one, they're talking about the business the ISC speak about the social security and business continuity management, wherein they talk about the requirements, what you're required to get in your company and all. Then you're talking about the business social security or business continuity management. They put in place the guidelines. What are the guidelines they're supposed to take? People should take if you're facing this type of crisis or economical problem. What are the steps that you have to take? So there are a lot of examples, lots of examples they put there. So I'm going to talk about why an organization should undertake this BCM management. The BCM simply means business continuity management system. What is this? BCM is an important element of a good business management and service provisions and entrepreneurial producing. Managers and the supervisors or GM or CEO or owner of any company have the responsibility to maintain the organization without disrupting, right? They should have the ability to control their business even in adverse situation, so they should be crisis fighter. They should be solving crisis, be a solution fighter rather than running from the solution. All organization or ministry or government should have a morals or social responsibility, particularly where they provide an emergency response so that to the public. But the ability to react in a timely and a appropriate manners. Business continuity management hot and prepare manner, right, to regard the benefits that had value to their organization. This simply means that this business continuity management, they put a system wherein every company should try to have their own business continuity management, wherein in case of adverse effect or in case of crisis, they should immediately act on it immediately. Crisis can be in any form, whether in economical, political, social, then amongst workers, staffs, there are a lot of crises or incidents might occur. So I'm going to talk about the outcome of an effect, the outcome of the effectiveness of the business continuity management, right? All what it's saying is about how business can continue in any form of situation that they are facing in that particular time. Let's set an example during the corona period. So many business closed because there is no backup plan for that, or there is no BCM. Some do not follow the BCM strategy, So we're talking about the outcome of an BCM program. And the effects of BCM programs means that the key product and the service are identified and protect and incident management. The capability is enabled to provide an effect of responsibility of the organizations, achieving its clear understanding of itself and its stakeholders, and the properly develop and document process. That the process and the document that the company should have, and which parts that someone should hold the percentage of business, all of this. Then the staffs should be trained to responsible effectively to an incident or receive an adequate support or communication in the event of an incident. This simply means that this BCM, that is business management, business continuity management, is a rules or is a document that they all agree that this is what our company is going to act on in case of in this certain situation, in case of economical situation, in case of bidding for contract. This is our target, this is what we should do. So this is what the BCM, the business continuity management, is talking about, because anytime the company can face an adverse effect, an adverse situation, because accidents or incident is inevitable. It can happen at any time, and it has a different form of approach wherein it can happen. So as I've highlighted here, that the staff, they should have a timely training on how, if they face in certain situation, they should have communication among themselves. In the event of this incident, the organization supply chains is secure and its reputation, right, is protected. The BCM also means that the organization remain completely with its legals and regulatory obligations, right? So they always try, the organization or company or ministry, they should work according to their ministry, according to their rules and regulations that are legally signed or legally documented in their own jurisdictions, right? Then we're talking about the basic BCM life cycles, right? The BCM, business continuity management, right? There are 5 elements to this BCM life cycle as set below, right? We're talking about operational planning and the control. Operational planning and control, right? When we're talking about operational planning and control, effective operational planning and control is at the heart of the effective of this business continuity management. It should be led by a responsible person or nominated by the top management. This process enables the business continuity capability to be established and maintain in a manner appropriate to the size and capability of the organization. So this one talking about the operations, wherein all of the people that are working in this management, they should be qualified and capable, and they should know their roles and responsibility. So for the operation to be progressive, for them to achieve their goal, for them to achieve their aims. So the BCM, business continuity, put this management that every company, they should have their own standardized policy, how they can employ their staffs, which quality they are looking for their staffs. So sometimes companies facing this crisis of operational problem, because some people, they don't know their responsibility. Some ministry, they don't know their responsibility. So because of this one, the company can face in an adverse effect, wherein it leads to the deterioration of the company, of the organization. So this is another point wherein the BCM, business continuity management, is putting in place, right? So we're talking about also the operation, providing this information that can enable patronizing of an organization, product and service, and set the urgency of the activities that are required to deliver to them. It is important that this organization, ministry, they understand the independence, the interdependence of activities, and any reliance it has on operational or organization, and any reliance plan upon each other. The organization should determine and document the impact and the disrupt, right, to the activity that supports its key products and services. This process is common, referred to as a BI analyst. That is the business impact analyst, right? So this simply means that there should be a rules and a regulation wherein, in terms of their product, what is good for their product and what is not good, what is their operation. So at least there should be a standard of protection of their business and their business image, right? Then I'm going to talk about business impact and analysis. What is business impact and analysis? I'm going to highlight 5 points. Business impact and impact analysis, that is what the purpose of the business and their impact that they're supposed to create. Number one, I'm going to highlight 3 points. One, obtaining an understanding of the organization, key products, and the services and the activities that deliver, right? In every organization, every business should know their operation. What is their responsibility? What is their role? What our product is about? How are we going to sell our product? How are we going to manage our ministry? How are our ministry going to operate? What is the service they need to render? Then point number 2 is to determine the priorities and the time frames of running this activity. You have a schedule. Each project should have their end time, their starting time. What are our targets, our goals, right? The visions, right? The objectives. So that is the second one. Then point number 3 is to identify the key resources likely to be required for the continuity and recovery, right? So this simply means that by identifying the key resources, that where are we going to get our resources? Who is going to finance our projects so that we can able to continue? Because business is like our organization. They should have the resources, that is to manage their business, to manage the project. Then point number 4 is to identify the dependency, both internal and external. So this simply means that who is depending on this business? Who are we going to serve? What are we going to offer to the people? What are we going to offer to our customer? Which are the customers that are depending on our product? So this is the business impact analysis. What are the impacts it can have on the population, on the country, on the people? So I'm going to talk about business continuity strategy. business continuity strategy, right? Business continuity strategy, it determines the business continuity, right? The strategy, it determines the business continuity and enable a range of strategy to evaluate and allows the appropriate response to be chosen for each product and services, such as that the organization or the business can continue to deliver those products or services at an acceptable level of operation and within a accepted frame time, both during and after disruption, right? This simply means that these are the strategies they have used to the business continuity strategy, a strategy that they are going to use to maintain their business, to match up with the time frame, and to deliver their goods and services to every people that they are impacting their business to or from. That is the business impact. Then now is the business continuity strategy. Strategy is the mechanism, the skills that they are using to maintain the ongoing process of this business or this organization or this ministry, how they can maintain it to run, right? Then the choice will be taken in account of the resilience and the counter shock option clearly present within the organization. An organization or business should consider the strategy option for its critical activities, right? In case of any critical activity, there should be standby, and the resources that each activity will be required on a resumption, right? Then this organization resources that they should fund, is the power. So this simply means that they should have their resources to fund every project they are about to continue, right? Their strategy. The strategy needs also resources and money, how you can maintain. So the whole topic about the BCM, BCM, which is the business continuity management, is about how your business can keep on growing, how your business can keep on moving, even if in an adverse situation. So that's why this international organization for standardized policy, they come with this policy, how business can keep, how organization, how government, they can keep on their business running even if in the case of adverse effect or in case of disaster, in case of incident, how their business will keep on running. Because if incidents occur, then business close, let's say like in terms of food, because in crisis, food shortage, or people are not selling food, close their shops, it will lead to more effects, you understand? So the people that it has impact on, it will affect them. So this is what all the business continuity is talking about, how you can keep your business moving. So I will stop here and go up on to the next topic.